Hey, good afternoon, fam. Good afternoon. Listen, I want to quickly share with you guys. Lately I've been doing a lot of videos in reference to retirement because we're getting, such staggering reports, right? In reference to people not having any retirement savings at all. And what I'm trying to do is trying to help or guide people to steps that they can make in reference to trying to put something together, right? That would eventually accumulate into something later. But in doing so, they are, based on information that we're getting, right, or questionnaires, right, that they send out to quite a few people who are about to retire or looking to retire. There's three things that a lot of people are actually fearful of right now when it comes to retirement, right? So I kind of want to quickly go over that with you guys. But let me reiterate. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video that the Census Bureau released a data that says people the age of 55 to 66 have zero retirement savings. Zero. That is a scary position to be in, right? But there's still time to make adjustments, right? And I kind of want to go over some of the things that people are concerned about when it comes to retirement and see how we can, address them. Okay. Again, my name is Maxwell Akinsenwa. I am the CEO of Titan Evolution Group. I can be reached at 443-208-5480. That's 443-208-5480. Or you can message me at titanevolutiongroup.com. That's titanevolutiongroup.com. Perfect. So the first thing that people are concerned about in reference to retirement is the fear of outliving their savings. Okay. And that fear usually happens because obviously, one, you didn't save enough money. And then two, you either started too late, or three, you don't have any retirement at all, but you want to get started like now. So you're looking and you say, hey, if I retire in the next 15 years, I may outlive my money, right? And that's a lot of people's fear. I think about 60% of people have that fear in reference to retirement, right? So that's about I think it was the number 68% of people actually have that fear of outliving their money. And that's a scary thing, if you are young or younger, I'm sorry, right? You can work 2 or 3 jobs, right? It's okay being broke when you're younger because you can, make up ground, work 2 or 3 jobs, right? But I don't know too many seniors who are going to be able to work 2 or 3 jobs just to make ends meet, right? So this is why you want to start to plan now. Okay, you want to, every little bit helps. You understand? It's better than doing nothing. If let's say, for example, you end up with only 150K or 200K, right, for retirement, right, and you still join Social Security, right? You can make some adjustments. You can make things work. You may want to, relocate to a place that might be lower cost, like Alabama, for example, Louisiana, Mississippi. I even heard like you can have a pretty decent lifestyle in Puerto Rico. Some people are going overseas, right? But even if you were to pack up and go to these places, you still need some funds. Okay. So here's my suggestion, right? So if you're 55 years old right now and you have zero retirement savings, right? Because you have like a lot of bills and things like that. Most people have mortgages, around this age, right? If you're one of the people that have a mortgage, you want to look to pay that mortgage off as fast as you can. Okay. Now, I know some people say, "Oh no, you never want to pay off your house. You get the credit and things like that, right?" Well, let me tell you something. That credit that you get is not as beneficial as you paying your mortgage. If your mortgage is $3,500, right, and you worrying about getting a tax credit, right? Unless your tax credit is $40,000, that you get back, it's not worth it, right? I'd rather pay off the house, and all I'm concerned now with is my property taxes and obviously maintenance and upkeep and stuff like that. So I'd rather pay off that the mortgage itself. So now I eliminate. Let's say my mortgage is $3,500, and I eliminate, let's say that $3,500, but I got to pay my taxes every year. So let's say my taxes is like $7,000 a year. Okay, so that's $600 that I'll be paying for my taxes every single month, right? Now I now have $2,900 that I was paying towards a mortgage that I can now put into my retirement savings that can help fast pace where I'm trying to get to. Okay, instead of me continue to pay a mortgage until I die. That kind of doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, you also want to look at some of the things that you're still going to have as an expense when you're in retirement. Obviously, utilities, groceries, auto insurance, maintenance of the property, stuff like that. You may also want to travel. You may also want to, do some things for the grandkids. So these are things that you want to factor into your budget, right? And be prepared for. Okay. A lot of people think that you spend less money when you're in retirement. It's not true. We've come to find out that people are actually spending more money in retirement because they have so much free time. Okay, they're not going to work now. They're not going to work 9 to 5. Throughout the day. And then by the time they get home, they're tired. They're going to sleep. No, now they're retired. Now they have the whole day to do whatever. Okay, so people are actually spending more money in retirement. So you want to plan for these things. Okay. Now you want to play catch up. That's one of the reasons why I said, listen, if you have a mortgage, work on paying it off like fast, so that way now you can start to take that money and start to pour it into your retirement savings. Okay. Also, too, if you have a 401k at the job, 403b, a IRA or whatever, right? You want to try to, if you can, if your income allow you to, you want to kind of like try to max it out as much as they match, right? And pour into that thing to catch up. Okay, so that's that one. The second thing that people are afraid of in reference to retirement, that I don't know, for some reason people just leave out and they don't factor in, is healthcare coverage. Because they're so accustomed to having insurance at the job, right? But when you leave the job, the health insurance doesn't go with you. You have to get your own insurance, right? And at that age, from what I've seen so far, our average health insurance cost for a male who is 65 is roughly $700 to $900 a month. For a female, $500 to $700 a month. A month. Okay? So this is why one of the reasons why I say, listen, if you can pay off that mortgage quickly and now put that money into your retirement account to help you get like an influx of money, I would do that. Because a lot of people don't factor in their healthcare costs. AARP says only 1/3 of people specifically save for healthcare costs. 1/3 specifically save for healthcare costs, which means a lot of people don't do it. Okay. Also, too, let me touch on this too, because as you get up there in age, the body, things start to change, right? And you want to look into some form of long-term care, right? But more so because long-term care has so much stipulations and things like that, right? I would suggest something called living benefits, right? And let me just backtrack. When you leave your job, your life insurance also doesn't go with you. So you have to look for that. Now, you want to get life insurance with living benefits. And living benefits is pretty much, it covers you for three things: terminal illness, chronic illness, and also critical illness. Okay, so for example, God forbid, you're diagnosed with cancer, heart attack, stroke, dementia, renal failure, etc. Right? You can actually tap into your life insurance while you're still living the death benefit. Okay, file a claim against it and get up to 95% of whatever your death benefit is. And that could come in very handy. That could help pay mortgage. That could help pay for car note, groceries, better medicine, better treatment, like a plethora of things, right? This is why, I tell people when you get life insurance, because you have all these people who buy life insurance, but it's just a basic life insurance. You want to look at life insurance with living benefits. And if you're interested in learning more about that, text me at 443-208-5480. That's 443-208-5480. Or again, you can actually message me at titanevolutiongroup.com. I can go over the details, with you about that particular type of life insurance, the benefits, and I mean, it comes with like a lot of benefits. I've helped a lot of my clients and people who I know personally, who I grew up with, file living benefits claim, and which is crazy because I'm only 47 years old, and I've had a couple of people that have had cancer, a person that had a renal situation, so it comes in very handy, okay? And the last thing that people are concerned about is taxes, okay? How much is going to come out of my retirement account? How much am I going to pay for taxes and things like that, right? I'm a huge advocate for if you're 55 years and up, there's two risks that you want to avoid ASAP. Okay, number one is stock market risk. Okay, if you have not saved any money and you want to now start to save money, you have to avoid any risky investment. You just don't have the time to make up ground. So you got to avoid any risky investment. So you want to look into a tax-free retirement plan. Okay, again, I can help you with that. All right. And then you want so number one is the stock market risk, right? And number two is pretty much taxes. So these are two things that you want to avoid: taxes and stock market risk. Okay, most tax-free retirement account, you can structure it in a way whereas whatever happens in the market doesn't affect your value. You understand? So you're safeguarded compared to if you're 55 and you're buying stocks or mutual funds. Okay, whatever happens in that market affects your money in that scenario. So if the market goes down negative 20 or 30, you lose negative 20 or 30. If it goes down negative 50, you lose negative 50. If it goes up 10, 15%, you go up 10, 15%. Okay, with the tax-free retirement account that I put my clients into, you get the best of both worlds. Okay, you get the upside of the market up to a cap. So if the market goes up to 15%, you're capped at 15. Okay, if the market goes up to 20, you're capped at 15. If the market goes up to 30%, you're capped at 15. But if the market loses negative 10, negative 20, there's a floor you cannot go below, and it's typically 0.75. So not only when people are losing money, you don't lose money, you actually gain and still. So when you're 55 and above, these are things that you want to get yourself in. You don't want to play the game of a 20-year-old or 30-year-old that still have time to make up ground. So a 20-year-old and 30-year-old can invest into a 401k or a mutual fund or a stocks, and they can lose half of their value, and they got 20 years to recover. If you're 55 years old, you just don't have that kind of time, and it's just the fact of the matter. It is what it is. Okay. So listen, I hope this message reached the right person well today. I'm gonna continue to do this because I'm on a mission to help a lot of people. I don't sat in a lot of homes. I've seen a lot of people with the fear in their eye, in reference to, them knowing that they may have to work forever, or them knowing that, hey, I don't have enough money to, save for retirement, and it might be a bad situation. I seen the fear in the wife's eye, because the wife is like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Like, it's a scary thing, when I go into these appointments, right? But it's not over. You understand? As long as you're willing to do what it takes, you know. If you're in a situation right now where you don't make enough money, then you gotta figure out a way to make additional money to be, because that's the only way. Like, there's no way for you to save money if you don't have money, you know. So you gotta figure out a way to do to either get like a dual career, something, part-time income, something that you're bringing in, extra income that will allow you now to start to put money away, for your retirement. So I hope this was helpful to somebody today. I hope I was able to bless somebody today. And again, if you guys need my service, feel free to text me at 443-208-5480. That's 443-208-5480. I look forward to speaking with you. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Talk to you soon.